Today we're going to talk about the new DC Webtoon. DC Comics is on Webtoon. They announced this partnership a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago at this point. I did a video about it at that time. It was very intriguing to me. DC Comics, the big two, teaming up with Webtoon. I wasn't super familiar with Webtoon at that point in time, but Webtoon is massive. And it is essentially an online independent comic book publisher at the core of it, right? I know there's a lot of nuances to that. Somebody in the comments is going to say, no, you're wrong. It's actually this. At the core of it, to comic book fans, think of it as a online independent comic book publisher, a place where comic book creators can go in, create their own artwork, and it's published there. And a lot of it is free. A lot of it is you do have to subscribe or pay for a fast pass or things like that. Very inexpensive. A lot of actually really great content on there. And DC announced that partnership. Now, this video is about the first one, Batman Wayne Family Adventures. So when it came out last week, I immediately read all, I think at the time, 3 were free, and then I bought the additional 3 or bought the Fast Pass to them. And then we went to Lexington Comic-Con, and I didn't have a chance to do like a review or was it good? So is the Batman Wayne Family Adventures any good? To be honest with you, it's okay. At the core of it, it really is okay. And what's very interesting here is, you go into it and it's not read like a traditional comic book. So we'll look at the first one here, and it is a infinite scroll. Okay, and obviously you guys can't really see this on the camera, so I'll do the screen capture here for you guys. And the first one is about Duke Thomas moving into the Wayne mansion, so to speak, and basically it's just a big slice of life. A lot of silly humor, nothing really over-the-top exciting happening, but again, it's just an infinite scroll, okay? So every panel is kind of like, one screen size, stuff like that. I actually do quite like the format of that. If I'm going to read digitally, I think, honestly, this is, especially on a cell phone or an iPad, that right there is such an easy way to just scroll through and read things. I really do love it. And in fact, Marvel just adopted something very similar in their new thing that we're going to talk about in another video. So subscribe to the channel for that. So far, there are 6 out. They are Moving In. Episode 2 is The Last Cookie. Episode 3, Eyes and Ears, Alert, Arm Day, and Favoritism. Now, again, I bought all 6. However, DC, I don't know if they're hurting that bad for money or not, but if you go and you try to screen record, I mean, it had to have cost way more money to put this feature in. And you click on it, pops up an error, screenshot detected, closes it down. But I can do it on the 3 free ones. Now, granted, I've already paid for these. They're about 27 cents a piece. Just mind-blowing. People have already found a way to put these out there. It's actually quite funny. Do I think you should pirate? No, but I think it's pretty hilarious that they did build in this feature, for a 27-cent comic book. But yeah, so it's quite funny. They put the warning up at the top and things like that. So all that to say, so far it's okay. It's not great. The first one is Duke Thomas, aka The Signal, moving in with the rest of the family there. Robin, Nightwing, all those folks. And again, it's just supposed to be humorous. Bruce Wayne isn't really dark and brooding, although he does some later on. But it's a lot more humorous and just, honestly, it's like this weird comic book manga mix of a slice of life. Episode 2 is basically just the Bat family fighting over a cookie, and that's it. That's the entire one, right? Robin has the cookie. It's the last one. Everybody's fighting over it, and somebody ends up getting the very last bite. That wasn't in the fight, which, again, it's just humorous. It's silly. Nothing... it's not your traditional comic book. To be honest with you, this is something I think when my daughter's like 7, 8, 9 years old, I would be comfortable with her reading it. You know what I mean? It's funny. It would be a good way to expose her to Batman and get her interested in that kind of stuff. There's nothing really adult about it at this point, 6 issues in. So, if that's something you're into, check it out. But was it good? Obviously, I'm not the target market for this. I know a lot of folks that watch the channel may not be. But, hey, you might really enjoy it. Just some slapstick, kind of weird slice of life Batman humor for no more than, about 75 cents for the first 6 issues. Let me know what you guys think about this. You've been remotely interested in DC Webtoon. Again, I'll keep reading them just to see if, how it progresses, and I'll probably read the additional ones as they come out if they do any more. But let me know what you think, and if you've read it, give me your thoughts down below. Guys, you are the best part of Two Brothers Comics, and we do want to give a huge shout out to all the members who are part of the channel. Without you guys, this would be a lot more difficult, so a big shout out to you guys. And if you do want to join, there's a blue join button down below. You get a sticker pack, you get behind the scenes videos, members only hangouts, things like that, so that would be fantastic. Guys, you're the best part of Two Brothers Comics, and as always, collect your way.